hello there, and we are live. See, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for that delay. Yeah, sometimes this technical stuff that we have to do, sometimes it has to, we just have to clear them before we get on air. But see, yeah, guys, scratch that. See, I'm here with no other person on the Ola Claude show, yeah, for PremTalk. It's episode 9. Ola, slowly.
We're
We're
racking it
getting
up.
down there. Episode 9. Ola, you're welcome to the show, my brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, man. I know you tried to cover for me there, but bro, it's my fault that we're late. It's my fault that we're late. I take full responsibility for that. And yeah, man. Apologies. I had to deal with the family emergency, but we're here. That's the main thing. We are here and we're live.
Mm,
Let's do this, brother.
let's do this. See, yeah, Ola, the big one.
Mm,
Yeah, fellow countryman. I know we'll still get into Arsenal, what happened in the weekend, yeah,
mm,
against the donuts of the league. Ola, yeah. I know people, I know you might even say, why is Tony calling these teams the donuts of the league? Well, the proof is in the pudding. These guys are all fighting for relegation, yeah. Ghana relegation scrap. And somehow they find the temerity, they find the cojones. Yeah, someone once accused Arsenal of not having the cojones, right?
mm,
Yeah, but these guys, yeah, having the cojones, teams like Southampton, teams like Nottingham Forest, they're having the cojones to actually come in and and do something against Arsenal and pick up points away from us. But you know what? Yeah, this is the big one. Yeah, let's start with positives. Yeah,
mm,
sometimes it's not just the punches only. Sometimes it's the hogs. Sometimes, see,
mm.
Bukayo Saka, Arsenal have managed to tie a new 4-year deal running till 2027 for our own star boy, Bukayo Saka.
Yep.
See, what do you have to say to this?
Look, I'm happy he's been tied to a deal. Don't
Mm,
I'm happy he's been tied to a deal. Congratulations to him, congratulations to his family,
yeah.
congratulations to to everybody that's involved in tying him down to the deal that he's been tied down to. And
Mm,
it's something that I was kind of expecting would happen anyway, as soon as the season fizzled out. They
mm.
needed to butter us up, you know.
Yeah,
They needed to
they
butter us
needed
up.
to,
They
right?
needed to do something. And
Mm,
usually when situations like this happen, um, we always get some kind of signing news. We put it out there.
mm.
Sometimes if we don't get it at this time, it's just before the season tickets get renewed. They
Yeah,
throw a signing that people, well, like people's favorite. You know what I mean? They put a signing
yeah,
like that up, and they get people doing registering their season ticket. Big up folding there. They say City just scored
yeah.
again. I mean,
Holding
these
to
guys are
score.
relentless.
Is
But
anyone still watching the Premiership?
yeah, but from what you
Kind
said,
of, right?
from what you said,
Mm,
and
mm,
the way that you're looking at the way you're looking at some what's going on there. I
yeah,
look. I said the last time. I said the last time, right? For me, if the right offer came in, I cash in on him. He's been tied up to what I'm hoping they put in that contract. And as much as I'm happy with it, it's a nice, decent release clause.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Mm,
really and truly, those kind of contracts, if they don't have release clauses, you can start. Some other clubs can start. You know what I mean? Start
yeah, yeah,
looking at
yeah.
him and try to distract him from maybe if we're having a decent season or something like that. So with a
Mm,
with a with a nice huge release clause, it could stop all of those things. And if it doesn't, then that means they have to pay the king's ransom to get him
mm.
away from our club. Um, so overall, you know, I'm not too concerned about it. I think
about it, right?
he's a good player. He's a top player. He's a player that's that's increasing in terms of progress, in terms of outputs, in terms
Mm,
of ability, and the way he carries himself on the pitch. Obviously, for some time towards the back end of the season again,
mm.
we've seen the same kind of thing happen again in terms of him just fizzling out. But I don't put all of that down to him, right? It's over combination of you overusing him. You know, I'm trying to say
Overusing him, right?
club
Mm,
on his back 2, 3, maybe
mm.
even 4 seasons running. At the very least, since Arteta turned up, Saka's carried the weight of the club on his back. So and those can cause uh, uh, uh killing of a young player
A
before he
young player.
reaches his pinnacle. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm,
So we see
mm.
with people like Owen, people like you know, even Walker. It's way early. The weight of the thing was just too much on him too early. And some players
Yeah,
can carry it, like Fabregas. You know, when you look at someone like Fabregas, since he was a baby, he's been in the first team, and
yeah.
he just progressively carried on and carry, and delivered on multiple times in big games, and that's what we want to see
Mm.
from Saka. Delivering in big games. You're earning the big money now. Deliver in big games. A bit more
Delivering big games.
consistency towards
Mm,
when the pressure is high. And we know he's got
yeah.
it in him. It's just a case of doing it more consistently. And
More
once we get that,
consistency.
we're gonna be nice. We're gonna be nice once we get that.
See, Ola, yeah.
Mm,
I was having a problem with us not tying up a deal for Bukayo Saka. But now that that deal has been done, yeah,
mhm,
there's still so many questions, yeah, surrounding this Bukayo Saka thing for me. Towards the end of the season, I wasn't really convinced of his performance. Yeah. And, and for me, again, it doesn't really matter if he was even if he played lots of games this season. It's a footballer who's being paid lots of money. That's what he chose to do. So
mm,
he has to put up those performances. But his inconsistencies means that Arsenal needs to bring in a replacement for him.
mm.
Not really a replacement, but someone who could actually come in there and put up a good fight, knuckle to knuckle, toe to toe. And look at him straight in the face and say, Bukayo Saka, you know what? I want your place. What does this deal for Bukayo Saka? What does it what does it do to the transfer plans of Edu
Mhm.
and Mikel Arteta? Does it limit them from going into the market now that they've secured Bukayo Saka? Does it limit them in any way going into that market and trying their hands for someone like Moussa Diaby, Bayer
Okay.
Leverkusen, doing a
Um. In,
deal, a swap
mm,
deal for
in,
for him because they're actually negotiating a deal for Granit Xhaka. They could
mhm,
easily get him. They could
yeah,
easily look at Rafinha once again. Is an
mhm,
offloadable element in FC Barcelona. Isn't it
right.
right that we go into the market and go get a like for like replacement for someone like him?
Um. uh, to answer your question, I have a slightly different take. When you say what does it do for somebody like Edu, what does it do for somebody like uh, 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 in their bid to
In
try
their
and get
transfer
somebody
plan.
else
Yeah.
into the club? And for me,
Mm,
is it's more of a case of getting that competition in, because if we really want to be the club that we're claiming and the promised
mm,
land that we're claiming that we want to go,
yeah.
players will be licking their chops, right? At wanting to come into the club and give him that competition, uh, uh, uh to try and bring an element of your spot is not safe. And that's
Mm,
what I like about the mentality of somebody like Trossard, that knows, yeah, it's going to be difficult for me to destabilize Martinelli. It's going to be difficult for me to destabilize somebody like Jesus on a more consistent basis. But I back myself. I back my own ability to go in there
Mm.
and give them that competition that they require, so
And
they
give them
know,
that competition.
right? So they know
Mm.
not to rest on their laurels whenever they play, right? So having somebody like that always keeps, like I said on the last show, we need to bring in players that will make our players nervous. You see what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
on top of
And
that,
not
it's
just in selected places,
not
in almost
all
see, all places. I want it to be up for grabs.
mm,
Ola, I really think that's a big problem at Arsenal. At every position at Arsenal Football Club,
right.
I want there to be competition for places. There's no
Mm,
competition for places, Ola. And I know you would round up on this, but Ola, we do need competition. Yeah, I need to see next season. Yeah, I want to see competition for Bukayo Saka. I don't think I don't think he's giving us his 100% yet,
mm,
because the potential Bukayo Saka got as a player, as a youth, I think he hasn't really like unleashed it. He needs someone to actually push him to the edge, to
mm,
actually, bring out the very best in him. Because when he's looking at our bench, he doesn't see real killers down there anyway, right?
mm,
He doesn't see assassins out there. When he looks at Trossard, he looks at Trossard like someone who he would play with rather than coming to replace him, right?
mm-hmm,
In that vein, it looks at our summer signing that we bought for $40 million. Yeah, as this guy from Portugal. I've even forgotten his name, Vieira. But good and okay. Yeah, we
right.
brought in Vieira, $40 million. This guy, even Mikel Arteta doesn't trust him to play. He also plays in the wings too. He
Mm,
could come and help Bukayo Saka, but Mikel Arteta doesn't even trust this guy to even play. So, there's no one that Bukayo Saka is looking at that bench. I'll say this guy's coming to replace me. There was someone you were talking about at the start of this season, and it was Aaron Ramsdale
mm,
gifting a goal against Southampton. Yeah, you were banging on that talk that we do need a replacement. You were dangling that cow out there. But of course, people did not want to listen. I did not want to listen. I was carried away by our title, our title push that it evaded me. So right now, Ola, I do think that we need a competition at all places. Even Aaron Ramsdale, I think he needs someone to come in and give him a big push.
mm.
What do you think, Ola?
Yeah, I mean, like we said, every position, and just before I forget, and I'll jump on the Aaron Ramsdale thing that we're just talking about, and this kind of
Mm,
correlates to the Ramsdale talk that we're still
mm,
having. Um,
mm.
we
Big up
managed.
to Jay Grint. Big up to Jay Grint, who's in
Salute
the
to great
chart.
Jay Greens, salutations.
And
I've seen him.
Ronaldo Yeremy,
Yeah,
our
man,
big
big up to
friend.
those guys.
Ronaldo Yeremy, where have you been, my brother? You legend, man. Where have you been, my brother? Big ups to
Mm.
you. MUFC Global is down here. Ronaldo Yeremy is also our big friend. Chelsea Dan, our big brother. Chelsea Dan, I want to bring you up on Sunday, man. You have to come to the show. Jay Greens, big ups to you. See ya, guys. Tomorrow, the legendary MCFC Daps, yeah, will be coming down here tomorrow. I have to tender a public apology. Ola, this is what Arsenal has cost me, yeah? When this guy came to the show, I
Mm.
mounted off, rudely told him that Arsenal was going to win the title. And this guy, he became mad at me, yeah?
Mm.
Placed a wager, live, and told me, you know what, yeah, on Twitter, and said, if Arsenal wins, I give you £100. But if Man City wins, you have to pay up that money. Ola, I'm sorry, man. Just last week, he sent the IRS on me, the Twitter IRS, to come get
Fair
his
enough, man. Fair enough. You know what I
I
mean?
told the
It's
brother, man, I have
when you gotta collect, you gotta collect.
I don't
When
have that money to give to you, my brother.
when you gotta
I have
collect,
to
you gotta
tender a
collect.
public apology
Mm.
to MCFC Daps tomorrow when he comes to the show live. So he will be here with me and with Ryan Maguire. So I'm going to chop it up with him, and I'm also going to tender my
Mm.
apology for mounting off about Arsenal. This is what Arsenal causes us, right, Ola?
Right. Like I was saying, with Arsenal, Arsenal managed to prove what I've been saying for so many years. I don't know if people can go back to when I
Mm,
coined the phrase Santa Claus Arsenal in full effect. And weekend
mm.
bearing gifts. You buy one, you get one free. Big bug off. I don't know if you saw the comment that I put on your Instagram.
Let's cook
Big
it.
bug off. Buy one, get one free. How do we
Mm,
manage with one goal? Just one goal. We managed to crown the champions and save a team from relegation in the same game, bruv. We
oh,
fucking we put it on the fucking ribbon, we tied it up, we sprayed it nice, we made it look good, we put a fucking nice bit
sprinkle
of rose on top
some
of it,
spice
and
on
we
it.
say, Nottingham Forest, here you go, 3 points, you're safe. Man City, here you go, champions. We coronated today
Take the
like
lead.
King
Take it
Charles, bruv.
away.
Yeah? There you go. You're the king of the Premier League. In the same game, on the same day. Where's the
Oh,
pride, bruv? Where is the pride? We're shameless, bruv. I'm telling you, them players did not turn off, man. Shameless. Bro, the thing, like, to just turn up and save a team from relegation and crown a team. I mean, what was the team talk? Because I don't know if that was part of the team. Maybe if they let these players know that you do this today, this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be essentially saving them for relegation and crowning the champions all in one game. Like, what was the thought process of these players? At least go out there and do everything you can to make sure that one of those two things does not happen. You either send somebody down while simultaneously, I mean, just to make sure none of those things didn't happen. But we gave them a buy one, get one free situation where we crown the champions and save the team from relegation. And bro, it's like we were full of charity. Christmas came early for these teams.
early.
You know what I mean? They didn't even have to work for it. You know, they
They
didn't even
didn't
have
have
to
to
look,
work
they
for
didn't
it.
even have to wait to get the present down the chimney, bro. For Christmas came early. And we was in full effect. We had a
With the
full
gift,
outfit
with the
on,
gift.
and we just gave it to them, man. You know what I mean? That's exactly what we did. And Aaron Ramsdale, sometimes it looked like I'm trying to bully this boy, you know what I mean? And he signed a new contract too. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, bro, why? You know what I mean? And this is the same kind of thing that I felt before the end of last season when they were offering Mikel Arteta a new contract, almost in the middle of us trying to chase the top four. And then you see how that collapse happened. Just after he signed, Mikel Arteta signed the contract.
After he signed that contract,
You
right?
know what I mean? Like, make him work for it, man. You know what I mean? At least make him understand that it's a reward system in terms of you don't reward I wouldn't say mediocrity, because this season, I'm not going to put it down to mediocrity because we did well in vast majority of the season, but where it really mattered, where it really counts, and we've seen it 2 times running. Ramsdale is part of those 2 times running as well. Last season and this season, we've seen it 2 times running, right? Where it really matters, where it really counts, where it's the business end of the season, right? Because you're getting your checkbook now, you're getting your pay rise now, yeah. But the business end of the season, where you're supposed to deliver to fans like me, fans like you, fans around the world, fans that you tricked us in April to believe that we were going to do something, you know, and we just fizzled out like that. Look, a lot of the fans already accepted once Man City got in the driver's seat that, okay, this is what it is. You know what I mean? This is what a lot of our fans are already, you know what I mean? They already accepted that. But what we wanted was don't limp over the line. Don't just let the season fizzle out on you. Don't act like fucking Santa Claus, giving fucking crowning champions and saving people for relegation with 2 games to go.
with 2 games
This
to
manager
go.
came out and said we will fucking bottle the last 2 games. Is that not what he came out and said, bruv? Did that not come out of his fucking mouth? We will not fucking bottle the last 2 games. His words, not mine. I ain't say it. They said it.
Mm,
And look
mm.
what happened. It's
We
gonna be a long
bottled it.
summer for us, bruv. I'm telling you. I
It's
keep
gonna be a
saying it.
long summer,
It's
man.
gonna
It's
be a
gonna
long
be a
fucking
long
summer,
summer.
man. Giddy
It's
up.
gonna be a long
Giddy
summer.
up.
Oh my God.
It looked like I just put a pin and deflated all the fucking bro. I can't feel you, man. I feel you. But you see, I'm just being realistic with it. I'm just being real with it, bro. You know what I mean? People
Mm.
might find it very difficult to hear. Sometimes people might find it, you know, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. It's just what it is.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
true. It's
calling it
true.
as I
It's true.
say it.
It's
I'm just
true.
calling it as I
It's
say
true.
it. It's just what
It's
it
true.
is.
It's true.
It's the
Because
reality of where
see,
we are.
it's just so painful. It hurts. Yeah, to just dash away that title like that, and in the manner we did it. All I were in the driving seat. Yeah, 248 days at the top of that league. No one has ever done it like this. With the biggest bottle jobs in the history of the Premiership.
Facts.
This was our time. It was a freak season, yeah? A freak season. A season where we had to just sit back, relax, sip wine, sip champagne,
Mm,
and just cruise to the league title. It was just that time, that season. It was just meant for us. But the way we disgraced ourselves against Southampton, the manner in which we allowed West Ham come back to the game 2-2. That was for me, that Southampton game and that West Ham game, those were vital point, focal point, in the league at the time.
mm,
Totally messed it up. If that Anfield own doesn't really hurt me, because at Anfield, even champions go there and lose, right? So it's not really a big problem. But my brother, losing the way we did, you know, against Nottingham Forest. At least just give the fans, yeah, give the fans something to hope for, like something to hold on to next season, yeah.
mm,
Because we already knew at that point that the title has pretty much been tied up, right?
mm-hmm.
Just give the fans something to hold on to. But yeah, the cracks just showed. But Ola, you know what? Yeah, the, we
Sorry.
losing against Brighton.
Look, good evening, man. It's just,
No,
bro.
it's true. But Ola, look at this scenario. Look at this scenario. Yeah, I'm painting this picture. Let me know if you understand this picture, and let me know your concerns about this picture I'm trying to paint.
Paint away, brother. Paint away.
We lost against Brighton, bottled the
Mm,
league, of course, before then. Yeah. Then we faced Nottingham Forest, just like we've talked about it here already. We dashed them points, saving these guys from relegation. Maybe we'll know this week by the end of this week. Ola, and these are the last 3 games. Yeah, we'll face Wolves. The last game. Yeah, if we go there and lose or whatever, no problem. But see, Ola, this end this end time losses we're getting right now, is
mm,
it coming at a good time? In terms of that, we understand our board, we know our board over the years. When they see that, oh, we've gotten second, yeah, we're winning towards the end of the season and finish the season in a very strong way, these guys might say that our team is okay. Oh, they came second. Oh, the team is good. It's good enough. We just
mm.
pushed City to the last 3 games of the season. The team is good. And we don't need to spend money in the summer. We know our football club have this type of distorted bipolar, memories when it comes to signing players, during the summer, even in general transfer window in recent times.
Right.
Now, so do you think these losses are coming at a good time so that it will, you know, so that make a bargaining? This team still needs to to go into the
bro,
market and get
bro.
signings because
I
if we
think
did win,
I think the
but like
internet.
if we win, but like if we win this, our board will say, "Well, okay, we don't need to buy." They've done this type of thing before. When we close very good, they say, "Oh, the team is good. We don't need to buy more than one player because we need up to 10 players. This summer, we need up to 10. With the ones who are leaving the football club, we need up to 10, 10, 7. Bro, that's a different whole team. So I don't want the board to come up and say, hey, we just want to buy one, two, because we think we're that good. So what do you think? Is
Yeah,
this
man. Big up
are these
Chelsea,
losses
Dan,
coming?
Ronaldo, Jeremy, and TJ Warren in the house, man. Salute to all of yous.
TJ Warren, that's my guy. TJ Warren, big ups to you, man. Big ups to you, my brother. TJ
Yeah, man.
Warren. Man, he'll be
Salute,
doing lots of
salute,
stuff
salute to
next
all those guys.
next season, man. Go and
And for
subscribe to his show down there, TJ Warren TV. Big guys coming up with the bang, guys. It's coming up, guys. Yeah,
and
Allah.
to answer your question,
Hmm.
in terms of has this losses come at a right time? I see the internet disagree with you. You went a little bit laggy there. I see, the thing, it almost got stuck in your throat, like saying, "Has this losses come at a right time?" There's never a right time for losses, bruv. There's
Hmm.
never
Hmm.
a right time for losses. Let's get
Yeah.
let's get that one part straight, right?
Hmm.
Elite
Hmm.
teams and teams that want to do well, that has ambitions, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Look at Bayern Munich. There's no losses. It's ever a right time. They don't want to lose games.
Hmm.
Nagelsmann, look when they sacked him. How many games has he lost all season before he got sacked?
Before you got
You know
sacked.
why? Because ambition is there. Their next decision might not be correct, right? And this is
Hmm.
where people have to really understand that being proactive and going to make decisions to correct something that you see is going on, rather than wait for the disaster to happen, then
So it
try
happened.
to correct it, which is reactive, right? So those are two separate things. And if we start acting proactive as a club, we won't be
Hmm.
waiting till catastrophes build up before we correct the situation. Once we see it happening and we get in front of it, we will get more decisions right than wrong. And usually a lot of that don't involve waiting till the whole house comes down, right? The
Yeah.
season literally petered out in front of us, and we said in January we needed to
Hmm.
strengthen it. We needed to strengthen there. We needed to do here. We needed to do here. We could all say we were all calling for it. We wanted it to happen, and for some reason we didn't quite get those deals over the line. That would have, bro, it would have made fantastic difference to how this season had turned out if we'd got those deals. Who could buy Crook over the line? And I know there's a lot of clubs in and around Europe that we're aspiring to look like, that we're aspiring to be like, that when they go for players, if they really want them, they get those
Hmm.
players to make sure that they achieve their
Well,
objectives.
I'm just speaking out of experience, Ola. Yeah, I know this board. I know this board.
Oh
I
yeah,
know what this board
bro.
has said in the past. They
When
said,
you
"Oh, we closed so well. This team just need only one or two signings." Ola, I've been there as an Arsenal
and
fan
this is
before.
this.
I,
I
I I
know
know you've been there before.
this.
So
We all
let's don't
remember it.
deceive ourselves. These guys don't understand what it means. Yeah, they don't understand
And
this.
this is
Yeah.
where
So
we have to
so
put the pressure on our owners.
we
This is
have
where we have to put the
exactly. We
pressure
have to
on the
put that
club.
pressure because,
This is where
yeah,
we have to put pressure on the club. We have to put pressure on the owner. This is where the fans have to come out in drones and let the club know that we're not happy with the way the season has ended. We're not
but
happy.
but
Hold on,
but,
hold
but,
on.
but again,
Let me just land. Let me just land. We're not happy that the way this season is finished, the way this season. not just the Premier League, bro. I'm talking
Mm,
about all the cups. The way this season, the way we throw away all the cups and we weren't able to compete at optimal level. Because you
mm.
say, oh, because we've done so well in the league so far and got to second place, the ownership might see it as, no, we need squad, a full squad, a competing squad to compete on all fronts, to compete on all fronts. I don't want to be throwing away cups again next season. I've said it
Next
all of this
season.
season. I've said it before in previous seasons. I want us to compete and go deep in competitions to give ourselves a fighting chance of winning it. It's called ambition, bro. And these owners, they ought to try it some more. I just see Denver Nuggets in some fucking finals that the Kronkes they've got their hands in. LA Rams, they won their thing last season. We want to win something too, bruv. They're not just getting to runner-ups. They're
But
winning
but
things on all the other projects that they've got
but
their attention on.
but
They need to
Ola,
show their ambition
The
here at
Cronkies have
Arsenal.
spent no, but Ola, see, the Cronkies have spent nothing less than
Put some more
one
pressure on
billion,
them. Put some more
one
pressure on
billion
them.
pounds, £1 billion in 7 years in transfers alone. For me, that's huge. That's big.
It's
And
big.
again,
It's not big enough though.
they
Where has it gotten us,
one billion £1 billion in
bro?
7 seasons.
In 7 seasons,
That,
but where ultimately,
that's sizable, my brother.
all it
That's
is size.
sizable.
I didn't say it's not sizable. I'm just saying we'll do more. There's always room for improvement. And if we're saying that about the players, we're saying that about the manager, the
Mm.
recruitment team, that goes for the ownership as well. It's top to bottom business, brother.
It's
We
top
can't
to
just say,
bottom,
oh,
right?
you spent 1 billion for the last 7 years. So
No,
no,
because I'm very worried that we're laying it in the hands of at the feet of the owners. But again,
it
the
starts
owners
with
have.
them. We can't just say we're laying it at the feet. It starts with them. It starts with the
But again,
demand.
they put up the
It's,
cash. These guys have put up the cash. So
it's,
it's
it's
either there's something that's wrong, or like these guys have put up the cash. I see. Yeah, I've seen many teams. Arsenal is one of the biggest spenders this season. Yeah,
bro.
to be very sincere
Listen,
with you,
you're
we've
you're
spent
missing my
money.
point. You're missing my
Mikel
point,
Arteta
Tony.
has spent nothing less than £500 million
Tony, you're
in
missing
the
my
four
point.
seasons he's been here. So, bro, we cannot say these owners have not put up the cash. They
I,
have.
bro, you're not listening to me. I don't care that they've put up the cash. I
Mm,
care that they demand success. And if it's not happening, I demand that they do something about it before the whole house comes falling down on it. Right?
falling down,
They're the
right?
ones in charge. Right? I've seen Manchester City sack a manager after he's won the FA Cup. I've seen United sack Van Gaal after winning trophy. I've seen
Mm,
Chelsea do it. Just because you won us the Champions League doesn't mean it doesn't guarantee you nothing.
it
I
doesn't
want
guarantee
success
you nothing,
for
right?
my outlay. That's clubs that think like that's got ambitions, bro. That's
Mm,
clubs that
mm,
think in that way. Roman, I'm talking about owners. Yeah, Roman, the way just because I've laid money down, if I'm not seeing success for my pound, if I'm not getting my buck for my pound for my buck, you're out of the job. Whether you won us FA Cup last season, whether you won us Champions League, I don't care. I want success.
now,
That's how these
now,
guys are doing it. And if you've laid down a billion pound in 7 years and you're not demanding success and you're just robbing whatever manager is there and just making it seem like, okay, oh, you're ahead of schedule. Oh, this, that, and the other. Oh, we're in phase 3 now. Oh, when are we gonna get to the final fucking phase when we eventually win something? If we don't start putting pressures on these owners to start demanding success, bro, because
mm,
their other fan bases in their other sport franchises, they're not taking that shit. Why should
mm.
we accept it? LA Rams fans, they're not taking that.
Totally understandable. Totally
Why should we
understandable.
accept it?
But again, if we compare to a project like Chelsea, yeah, Chelsea in a season they've got three managers. They've spent nothing less than £600 million.
Yeah, but you're talking about Todd
The
Bowley that
transfer
just that
window.
just took ownership.
So
I mentioned Roman. I see what you're doing there, but you're trying to bring Todd Bowley in that came in that don't know nothing about what he's doing. I'm talking
yeah,
about Roman. Yeah, when I
mm,
said about Chelsea's successful seasons there, yeah, I'm talking about
yeah.
Roman and their ownership. I said about Man City as well, right? And their ownership. We see what they did with Pellegrini. He won the
mm,
FA Cup. They sacked him. United did it with Van Gaal. This is
mm.
just elite mentality. We've seen it with Barcelona. We've seen it with Real Madrid. Just because you won or something don't mean nothing. Their owners, their presidents, they demand success from whoever is in charge because bro, I told you last time, everybody that's earning money from the club are mercenaries. They will come and they will go. I'm not married to these guys. I need
Mm.
the club to think ambition, ambition, ambition at all times. And that's the only way that we're really going to get to the promised land. If we don't put that pressure on our owners, they're not in turn then going to put that pressure on their managers to succeed. You know, because some managers they thrive under that pressure. They want that pressure. But some managers,
Mm.
if they don't get that pressure, you're not getting everything. You're not getting their role. You're not getting everything because they know their feet is nice under the table. They know
You're
that.
under the table, yeah.
They know
Mm.
that. But if they know he's the man, if there's the owner that if you don't deliver, you're gonna get. If you don't deliver, I don't feel like they have that. I don't feel like that. This ownership is moving like that. And sometimes you gotta move like that as an ownership. And yes, they've put 1 billion in
But
over
again, you have to
7 years.
find a.
But
But
to
again, you
me,
have to find a way. But again, you have to find a way to balance everything, right? You have to get in players, uh, that have to come into the football club and just seamlessly get into the groove and start playing quite well and galvanizing the team. You need to bring a whole lot of you need to bring in that mentality. You have to have staffs around there, resources, medical team, yeah, because all these things, yeah, we're not even checking all these things. Look at Gabriel Jesus and the period he got his injury.
mhm.
It affected our season. And again, we never really had a replacement to come in for him. We only had Nketiah. Well, he did what he could, but is he that kind of player that will hand us the title as as the second main man? Just look at Alvarez tying up the title for Man City. Elite player. So I really do think that that's what we need at this time. But with this manager thing, yeah, personally, I don't really know right now. But
Look, Tony, I'm not after the
where I'm
manager.
at right now, yeah,
Mm.
if see, I just really feel like we've not really done our own bit in the transfer window. I just really feel we don't have the players to do it.
And
We've not recruited the team to do it. So,
well,
so even if we even sack this manager, yeah, I want there to be a change because Mikel Arteta didn't win the title this season. I want him out, but I won't be the one to be screaming Arteta out, Arteta out. Yeah, if the club have that ambition and they want to change the coach, good, I'm okay with it. But see, Ola, I don't want us to be misguided. Yeah, if we change this manager right now, yeah, with this same team, do you think we'll win the Champions League next season? Do you think we'll win the league? No, with this same team. Just leave Ateta out. Good. Another coach, Ancelotti. Good. Bring him in. Do you think he would win the Champions League or the Premiership with
you
this
know,
same team?
when
No, no
when I
changes with this team.
you see this is where we can't start to disentangle things. And I said earlier on, for me, it starts from top to bottom. And when I say top, I mean the owners.
Mm,
And from the
yeah.
owners putting the pressure on the manager, then the
Big ups,
manager
Amy
then
Baba.
feeds.
Big ups, the assembled. Yeah, see the big gooners. They started coming into the chat table. Saying, big ups to you. Yeah, yeah. Well, you were saying something.
So, like I said, yeah, when the pressure from the owner,
Mm,
I said earlier on, it's top to bottom, right?
mm,
So when the ownership put the pressure on the manager without all this talk about, oh, you are way ahead of schedule. Oh, it's phase two. Oh, we're gonna be there in 2 years. Oh, this all that bullshit. If they move away from that and say, listen, I want the pound for my buck, I want my money's worth, I want the outlay that we put down, I need you to go and get results. And I don't just mean results, I want trophies in this objective, right? When we set out every season.
Ola, don't evade this question.
No, I'm not. I
For
like I
instance,
said.
I will give you this for instance. Last
Hmm.
season, we sacked Mikel Arteta. He's out of the football club. Now,
Hmm.
Ancelotti, just read this like this.
Yeah,
Ancelotti
the
comes
owners
in
still have to back him, not with
with
the
this
same
same
team.
team. With
Not
this
with the
same
same
team.
team.
Will
No, I
he
just
win the Champions League and will he win
no,
the Premiership?
no, because we still got dead weight in this team. We
We
still
still
got
get there.
loser
That's
mentality
what I'm
players
saying.
in
So
this
it's not
team.
just only on the manager. Many other things have to be compensated
There's a
in
lot,
this
yeah.
team
But
for us to win.
it's still the manager's prerogative to weed out the players that he doesn't think has got the mentality and has got the gas tank to get over the line. Because it's
Mm,
not just, bro, it's not just mentality. You need the gas tank as well. And that's part of your makeup as a player, right? It's the same
mm.
thing in fighting. If you don't have the gas tank to go the whole 12 rounds, come
Go the
fifth or
whole
sixth
mile,
round,
right?
you're gonna go down in the
You
ring.
fizzle out. You fizzle out.
You
Yeah.
fizzle out. It's the same thing
Mm,
in cage fight. You fizzle out if you can't make it to the fifth round. You fizzle out, and your opponent is still got that energy, still got that gas tank. But it takes the manager to build that gas tank, to build
mm,
players that will have that gas tank to get you to the finish line. Twice now
yeah.
we've seen it. Does this manager have the minerals to coach those players
The
into?
minimum.
Does he
I
have
like
it to coach
cocaine,
those
guys.
players to have
Cocaine.
that endurance to get over the
Mm,
finish line? We've seen it two
mm,
seasons running. Yeah.
mm.
What if it
Yeah.
happens again next season? Who are we holding accountable? Because at the end of the day, all of this boils down to accountability, bro. All
Yeah.
of this boils down to accountability. And that still starts from the ownership. And just because they put £1 billion in the last 7 years don't mean jack shit to me, bro. Because we're still not at the promised land. And I don't hear no questions being asked. I'm
Been
asking the question. I'm putting the pressure on. I'm demanding success because we've been
mm,
here for so long, bro. 19
mm.
years, man. 19 years. And we got the
Man,
temerity to go and
it's
save
crazy.
and crown the champion on the same day when the manager told us that we were not going to bottle the last two games. How am I supposed to feel about that, bro?
Yeah, bro, you have to hurt. Like me, I've been hurting for a couple of weeks now because of what has been happening, man. It's been shocking the way Arsenal have been playing. But you know what? Yeah, okay. Let's take a breather, right? Yeah. Look into the transfer window. Yeah, we're being linked to
Who's
players like Mason, like Mason Mount. This will just
oh please,
increase
bro?
that
Who's that?
pressure
Just let
all
me
over
grab
again.
no
Ola,
more who
back
stuff
to
for me.
back pressure
More
and
who
pressure,
stuff for me, man.
bro. I'm preparing you here, man. No, no,
More who stuff
no
for me.
breather for you. See, Ola, we are being linked to players like Mason Mount, another Chelsea reject, a Chelsea throw up. Yeah, we've been linked to this guy. Yeah, see, are these the kind of players we should be looking at right now? Mason Mount. And I even heard he even wants to reject Arsenal. Can you imagine? Just today, the news came up that that even Mason Mount wants to reject Arsenal and go to Manchester United. That's how bad it is. Even with us having and dangling Champions League football. Ola, what do you have to say?
Um, bro, thank you for rejecting Arsenal. With I don't want you neither. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be a toxic relationship, bro. That's all it's gonna be. It's gonna be a It's just gonna be a toxic relationship, man. You know? No, 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 no. So
Oh
Mason, thank
my
you for
god.
rejecting us. That's all I can say because, bro, I've got enough players in the team already as it is to moan about, and then you're gonna go and bring me Mason Mount on top of it. Nah, nah. That's
No
not good for
man.
my health, man.
See. Arsenal doesn't see these guys don't cease to amaze me, yeah. Upon all the Chelsea failures we've had in our team, yeah. All those Chelsea legends that have come to Arsenal just to get a paycheck. yeah, the acrimonious way some of them have even left, like William,
Mm.
yeah, Arsenal still deem it fit to go into these clubs and ask for their castaways, their cast-offs, people that can't even change their season for them, and they come to dump them down there at the Emirates for us. I don't want to see Mason Mount anywhere around that perimeter in North London. Yeah, I don't want to see that guy anywhere around there. It could be their god down there. It could be their Minerals FC. Bro, I don't care. I don't want to see that guy around there. And in some quarters, I'm also hearing Kante. I'm hearing that, looking at Kante, all this dead, all this dead, all this dead food. I,
Do you see
I
where I'm
don't
trying
want.
to say that you have to put pressure on the owners? Because if the owners are putting down the outlay and they're watching this happen, they have the power to remove Edu from making these mistakes, which I'm saying about being proactive and not
Mm,
waiting till the whole house comes down.
it comes crashing, right?
Everything comes crashing down before we start trying to fix things. If
Yeah,
they start
exactly.
to see Edu is starting to lose a plot and wants to start going for people like Kante and Jorginho,
Oh
even
my
even
God.
Jorginho
Oh,
is there. I'm putting Jorginho on that list, and on top of that, Mason Mount as well. If they start seeing time to lose a plot and going for all these kind of players, remove him. Get
we shouldn't
somebody
be.
else.
See,
Remove
that
his
guy shouldn't
ass.
even be linked to the club in any way. Like, it shouldn't be linked to Arsenal in any way. I don't know who's thinking. See, yeah, but see, this transfer thing, yeah, it's simple, right? Isn't it just to have a transfer plan? Have a transfer plan. Have a
Have a plan.
transfer target. Look,
Have a plan.
see,
Have a
who does
money.
our
Go and get them.
scouting for us? Because these guys are clueless. Who does the scouting? Who goes to say these are the players I need? Who's saying it? Because I don't know. Is it Mikel Arteta saying this? Do you want to tell me Mikel Arteta is asking for Mason Mount? I want
Mm,
to know who are asking for these players, who are scouting for these players. I saw when Man City was scouting for Alvarez, yeah, pretty unknown player in European circles. Yeah, I saw when they were scouting this guy. Onome, I wanted Onome to come to the show, but he didn't pick up his phone. Uh, Onome was telling me of this particular Alvarez guy that they're scouting when they've not even brought him in. He was telling me that Tony, there's a guy we're scouting right now. And you know what? They brought him to the football club, and he just helped them close the title. Yeah, Man
mm,
City to close that title. Ola, it's shocking the way we conduct our transfer business. Yeah, I don't know who are the people in the helms of that affair. I don't know who are doing all these things. Yeah,
mm,
we do need battlers, matadors. Yeah, people who will come in there and put a shift, not just a shift. Who would come in and compete at the same time. We share the same desire to win, like Arsenal.
mm,
Yeah. So it's crazy. And another transfer blow, Ola, that we're having, Thomas Partey, the start of the season. This guy, Arsenal couldn't win a game without this guy. Yeah. It was
mm.
in all our classics in terms of winning games this season.
Yep.
Two Italian clubs are on the chase for Thomas Partey. The news have been there throughout this week. Ola, will you let our 29-year-old midfield general to leave the club this season?
Um, I've said to you, I said this last week. Everybody's got a price, man. For the right
Mm,
price, he can go.
mm,
Bring me adequate replacement. Um, the moment players start thinking they're irreplaceable, that's the day we're doomed as a
mm,
football club,
mm,
right?
mm,
The day that players start thinking they're irreplaceable, that's the day. That's the day we finished as a football club. And for me, for any player, Thomas Partey, Saka, Martinelli, Ramsdale, Odegaard, you name all your favorite players. They're
mm,
indispensable in my eyes. All of them. Indispensable. No, dispensable, not indispensable. Dispensable. They are
mm,
dispensable. They can leave for the right price. Everyone has a
mm,
value. Every single player including the manager. They all have a value. If another club comes around now and say, "Oh yeah, we want Ateta and we will pay the compensation for whatever's on his contract," that's his
Yeah.
value because that's what's on his contract, right? So every
Mm.
single person at the club, be it the doctor, be it the physio, they all have they all have values, and all of them are their values are determined by their contracts with the club. And as long as those values are met, they can go, right?
So,
So
even if he's one of our most senior players, even if he's one of our most experienced players down there in the midfield, you're willing to let him go? Mind you, we're
bro,
already allowing a
I'm not
midfield
holding.
general in terms of Granit Xhaka leave the football club at the end of the season. Yeah. Uh, let's forget about his performances for the football club. The thing there is that he's a senior player, whether we like it or not, in that football club. And as a
Mhm,
senior player, he's leaving that football club at the end of the season. That's done. Yeah, we already
right.
know about it. It's in
Mhm.
the news already. Good. And for us to be losing a Thomas Partey again at the end of the season in the same transfer window, it leaves our midfield totally.
Not really, not really. If we go out and do the business and do the recruitment in the right way, because for every player that goes, there has to be some form of readiness to replace them. And again, this notion of, look, if you don't want to play for my club, if you don't want to wear my badge, and you want to go and
Yeah.
take your skills and your services somewhere else,
Hmm,
bye bye. See you
yeah.
later.
Hmm,
I don't want you, if you don't want to carry my badge and wear my shirt and wear it
hmm,
proud and go and fight for the fans, right? And fight for the
yeah.
club. See you later.
See you later.
What you doing here? So for me, it's a combination of two things. The player has to
Hmm,
be willing to want to be here, but not just be here for the right reasons. Not just to be here on retirement basis like we've been doing with Chelsea players the Edus, the Peter, I mean the David Luizes, the Peter Checks, the Gallas, you name them. We've got a list of them, that's passed through this club, and now we got another one in Jorginho, yeah. So we got a nice list of them, and
Yeah,
you just
Jorginho,
mentioned another
Chelsea
one
fan
with
is out
Kante,
here laughing at us. Of course, they
you
give
know.
us this Jorginhos, all these dead players, yeah,
we
who's
we
come
we
down here
we
to
never get the
use
cream of their
the
crop. We
football
we
club.
never we never get any of those. So for me, any player that doesn't want to wear the shirt for this club and fight for this club, and on top of that, be here for the right reasons, I don't want you at the club anyways.
Hmm.
I don't need you at the club. See, be gone. Take your
But,
services somewhere
but
else.
again, isn't this Thomas Partey own? Isn't it too overreactionary for us? Are we reacting? Are we reacting in the best way to the news of him being linked to two Italian clubs? Chasing him, uh, li- like don't we want to keep him for one more season for him to
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind Partey. I like Partey as a footballer, and I think he's done a lot of good things this season. But at the same time, the manager not identifying it quick enough and be
Hmm,
proactive and get in front of the situation quick enough that Partey's form has started to fall off the cliff. He did not do nothing to change it, which is why the manager is partly responsible for how the season panned out. It wasn't just the players; it's a combination of all of them: the manager, the players, and even some of the recruitment that we couldn't get over the line in January.
hmm,
And we always said in January, let's
hmm.
hope the decisions we make here don't come back and haunt us at the end of the season. Ultimately, bottom line, it has. Now we're
Hmm.
here. Now we have all these players that we're looking at, and we talked about it a while ago, right? You look across our midfield, all the near enough 30-year-olds to 30-year-olds that are there. Thomas Partey
Yeah,
is there. Shaka's there. Jorginho's there.
Jorginho is
El
there.
Nene is there. Like, bro, what are we doing with 4 30-year-old midfielders, anyways? Which other
Yeah,
top club has that?
Has that, and
For
that's
four
true.
30-year-olds in the middle of the park.
It's
Tell me
horrible, man.
what other club that's gone in to do greatness in Europe and in the Premier League has four 30-year-olds in the middle of the park? You name me one.
It doesn't
You
work.
won't
It
find it.
doesn't work. It doesn't work. And rightfully, Amy Baba says here in the chat, yeah, Tony, Arsenal is becoming a dumping ground for Chelsea. It is not acceptable. See, Ola, look at this statement, yeah. Big ups Chelsea, Dan and Amy Baba who are in the chat, yeah, and the assemble. Look at this stuff from the assemble. He makes sense. But Arsenal, see, I don't know what's true again, because I do believe that we do have a very, very strong PR machine.
Mm.
Yeah, oiling the PR, the PR stunt. The Assemble raises this thing here. It says this is the third time Xhaka has attempted to leave the football club. When he is shown holding up another club's jersey, until then, it's a rumor. Ola, what do you think? it, it makes sense. It makes complete sense. What do you think?
Um, Ateta clearly, for some reason, really likes him, and when managers really like certain
Not
players
just
in
Ateta,
those
all other managers who
all
have been
all
at the
all
football
the
club.
all the other previous managers as well.
All
But in
other
terms of
managers. Guy.
in terms, I'm just going in terms of what the assembled is saying here in terms of how many times Shaka's tried to leave. He's been Ateta really that's been
Yeah.
convincing him to stay, and you know he's had brush ups with the fans. He's had brush ups with the club, but
Mm,
ultimately they stood by him, and we've got one good season, maybe one and a half if I'm being generous, and count
mm,
maybe a little bit back in the last season too, out of 7 years from him. And to me, it doesn't stack up. It
mm.
doesn't balance out, because one good year or 1.5 good years doesn't
Yeah.
absolve five
Does he have
rubbish
so
years. It doesn't absorb five rubbish years.
six
And
actually?
whilst Saka, and I recognize he's had a very, very good season this season, right? He hasn't had, he hasn't, it's not, we've gotten nothing out of it. We've got nothing out of it. All other
Nothing.
than,
No
oh yeah, it's
Champions
good.
League just this
Oh yeah, it's
season. We
all
get
right season. You know what I mean?
mm,
We
mm,
want more than, oh, it's all right season. And
mm,
and again, um, I like the fact that, look, we're trying to move away from him now, right? Yeah,
yeah.
because from what he done this season, maybe he would have put together a little bit of value. Because if we try to sell Shaka 2 seasons ago when he was acting like a bonehead, right? Maybe we
Mm,
wouldn't be able to get the kind of value that we're trying to get for him now, off the
from
back
him
of a
now.
half decent, off the back of a
Mm,
very good season where we finished second. So, and he was
yeah.
very, very integral in us, in a lot of the games that we played this season. So, fair play
Yeah.
to the club for trying to move away from him and cashing in when there's a bit more value for
A
him
bit
now.
more
Uh,
value.
uh,
Mm,
um, and Shaka is not a player that I'm going to lose sleep over if he
over.
leaves the club. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not going to lose any sleep over him leaving the club.
Ola, we have been see the club is being linked to bringing back Nikolai Pepe from France, or sent him on loan. Uh, do you think because there are people clamoring for another chance for this guy, do you think this guy should come in and have another crack at
No,
it at our
no.
football club?
I was one of the people campaigning for Pepe's freedom. I like Pepe a lot, and I think in a fantastic system, Pepe will thrive. But this manager doesn't fancy him. The same way he doesn't
It
fancy
doesn't.
Kieran Tierney. He just doesn't fancy them. And if he
Yeah.
doesn't, what's the point keeping hold of these players? Go and cash in on them, and then
Mm,
spend the money on players that you do want. And if at the end of it all, you don't get, you don't reach that target, you don't achieve that target, then on your head, it'll be, on your neck, it'll be, manager. It's going to be all on you.
mm,
But you're
mm,
making the decisions, right? The manager's
yeah.
making all the decisions, he's calling all the shots. So or whatever consequences that come. And this is what I'm trying to say, that we need owners
Yeah.
that will make consequences
Hmm.
a real thing. Because right
Hmm.
now, I don't feel like consequences and accountability is a real thing
Consequences. Hmm.
in this club.
In
It's
this
not.
club. Yeah.
But I need
Ola.
to get that feeling that our owners, not even the manager, our owners make consequences a real thing at the club. And once we see that, you start seeing that filtering down to the manager and to the players. And you won't see players being out of form and the manager still persisting with them. You won't see that again.
Yeah.
Once you're out of form, you're out. Once you make mistakes, you're out. If you're performing shit or not listening to instructions, half time, you're out.
You're out.
And once we get that ruthlessness, trust me, you don't see it with Klopp, you don't see it with Pep. There's ruthlessness. Even if they're not really doing good, you will still see them applying that ruthlessness. That
That ruthlessness, yeah.
come off, come off. You're getting off because they don't
Hmm.
accept nonsense, because they know there's consequences at the back end of it.
Good. Ola, please, I'm trying to just mumble all this question because, of course, we have to go.
Yeah,
See,
yeah, yeah.
Ola,
Please.
Mohamed Kudus is leaving Ajax of Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to see this guy in this football club? And secondly, Ola, yeah, see, me and you have been doing this talk, yeah. I want to know who are your transfer targets. We've not asked Ola, guys, guys in the chat, yeah. We've not asked Ola who he wants. Ola, who do you want that will come into this team and galvanize this team? At least give us 6, 7 signings that you want to see in this
Six,
team
seven
right now.
players. Okay. And this is why I'm not really too bothered about this whole party business. Right?
Hmm.
We're linked with
Hmm.
Rice. I like Rice, so go and get him.
Okay.
Caicedo, we chased him all January. We were trying to, give heaven and earth until Mr. Bloom said, "Fuck off! You're pissing me off now." All right, we'll back off so we can get the deal done in the summer. As long as we don't piss you off no more, Mr. Bloom. As long as we don't piss you off no more, will you give us Caicedo? Now we didn't piss him off no more. So go and get me Caicedo. That's number 2. Right? Number 3,
Hmm.
Onana, Everton is going. Yeah, they could be going down. Onana from Everton, go and get that guy. That's 3 midfielders that are in the early 20s. None of these 40-year-olds in the midfield that we got. So that's 3 midfielders done. Yeah. Forward. Go and get me even Tillemans. He'll be going for a cut price. All of a sudden you replace 4 midfielders that are 40, 30-year-olds, and you bring in four guys in. If you don't get Tillemans, bring me Madison. I said this already. That's 4 of them that I've just mentioned, or 5. Now, I'll still today. I'll take Ivan Toney. You don't get Ivan Toney, Lautaro Martinez. We've been
Of
linked with
course,
him before.
Ivan Toney is going to be playing until January.
Yes.
Like,
So I just said
he's
about
only going to
Lautaro.
start playing until
I just said
January. Yeah.
Lautaro Martinez. I just said
Mm.
Martinez. Go and get me number. That's
Okay.
number 5, right? Number 6, a Rafinha. You know what I mean? To give
To
Saka,
back up,
to
yeah,
give
yes,
Saka that
a
oomph, that to let him know I'm here. I'm here.
I agree.
Right? And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
let me say maybe a centre back. Maybe a centre back that can operate in a back three. Because if we're getting rid of Tierney, we've got to bring in another fullback or another defender.
Yao Cancelo is playing in Bayern Munich. He's coming back to Man City. He doesn't want to stay at Man City. Yao Cancelo, what do you
I know
think?
the after Cancelo. So that's another one. But I'm not. Personally, I'm not too keen on Cancelo and Zinchenko being in our team and playing at the same time, bro. That shit that's gonna drive me nuts. But I get it. So there's 6 or 7 players right off the back for you. But changing the midfield, I've just mentioned 4 or 5 midfielders there that I
4 or
know
5 minutes, yeah.
instantly changes the way we look.
The way we
Age
look, right?
and the talent and the skill set that they bring in.
You've totally forgotten about a backup goalkeeper because Matt Turner is doing nothing. Yeah, that guy, Aaron Ramsdale is looking at that guy and he's saying, "Look at this clown." He's
There's
looking at
that.
the football club and saying, "Look at this clown." This guy won't give me any push.
I don't know. We finished second this season. We're in the Champions League. Maybe go and look at, I don't know, Donnarumma. Even what's his name that at Bayern. If we don't get someone like Rafinha, I don't know. Go and get
Kimmich,
yeah. I mean,
Kudus. We have
there's
Kudus who's
Kudus. That
leaving Ajax.
that's the Ghanaian player that plays alongside
Yeah.
Partey in the
Mhm,
international squad,
mhm,
and he's a
mhm, mhm.
really good player.
He's
Really
leaving
good player.
Ajax and he's
You know,
young.
I like him a lot. I saw him, and I like what I like what he brings. There's
No one
player,
brings.
bro. There's players out there, man. He's just
Mm,
going to get them and making sure that you get those deals over the line. And I've
over
had
the line.
big problems with Edu not being able to
Mm,
get big deals,
yeah.
monumental deals, big triple figure deals, 100
Mm,
millions, the 110 millions, the 80 millions. Go and get them
mm,
line. I know you can do the 25 million pound deals, brother. I know you can do the 40 million pound deals, brother. But that's as that thing in this climate. Yeah.
mm,
I want you to take
mm.
me to Harrods, man. When's the last time I went? You know
We're
what I mean?
shopping
Take me
in
to
Poundland
Selfridges,
right
man.
now.
Take me to
Poundland.
Selfridges, bruv. You know what I mean? Take me to Harrods, man. That's why I want to.
We're
You know
shopping
what
in
I mean?
Poundland right now, man.
I want some vavavoom in the team,
Baba,
man. Give me some
hola,
vavavoom in
man.
the team.
We've
You
come to
know?
the end of this show, man. 1 hour, 6 minutes with you, my brother, man. Shout out to Sports Carnage. If you've not gone to subscribe to Sports Carnage, please do so. He's a friend of this channel, a friend of ours too, Monty. He's a Manchester United fan. Great guy, great guy. I hope to bring Monty next week into the show, yeah, for me and him to have a one-on-one talk. But I might also be bringing Traps Booming too to have a chat with them, from this Manchester, this thing, because Manchester United fans, yeah,
Mm,
or like these guys wanted Man City to win the title. Like your biggest city rivals, why are you so like why are you
bro.
so
I, I,
okay
I
with
get
them
them.
winning the league?
I get them because my wife is Manchester United fan,
Yeah, I know.
and I understand why they want City to win it, because living with somebody like me, uh, if we won the league, she don't know City fans like that. But Arsenal fans win the
Ah,
title, and you live
oh,
in the house with them, and you're United fan. It would have been a long summer for her. Man. They're happy. They're happy
I'm
right now.
telling you,
They don't care about City fans, man. They see us as more of
man.
a rival than they see City fans, City Football Club as a rival. They see us
I
more so
don't know
as a
why,
rival.
but again, these are your city rivals, right? They are meant to be your rivals. Like the
Yeah,
way
but
Manchester United
they don't
fans.
recognize them like that, man. You know what I mean? Manchester United don't recognize them like that. You know what I mean? We are we're more of a rival to them, and their misery loves company. You know, so they're happy that their misery loves company, bro.
See, yeah, guys, yeah. Before Ola tells us about his channel, see, yeah, guys, see, don't miss tomorrow for anything. Yeah, MCFC Daps is coming in tomorrow, guys. It's coming in tomorrow, 7 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, this big YouTuber MCFC Daps is coming to bless us on the channel tomorrow. I'll be tendering an apology to him because of what Arsenal have cost. You know, when he came to the show the other time, my big mouth and my overconfident about Arsenal winning the league this season, you know, made me, ruffle him up a little bit, and he had choice words for me. But he's coming back, and I'll be placing a public apology to this guy, because it's part of the wager that I wagered. So see, just join us. Yeah, even apart from that, he's gonna come in and talk about this Man City treble, this their treble ambition, and what he sees them doing. So join me tomorrow, 7 p.m. MCFC Daps is coming down here. Ran Maguire, of course, my channel partner, will be down here with me too. So come join us tomorrow, and let's do something great tomorrow. Ola, your parting shot, and of course tell us your channel and what you got coming up, man. Your station is cooking, man. Bro, you've been busy, man.
Yeah,
Been
bro.
busy.
We're
Mm,
doing a lot on the Fight Week show. The Fight Week Show on YouTube, that's my platform. If you
Mm.
love mixed martial arts, combat sports, that sort of thing, if that's your type of thing, then the Fight Week Show is the place to be. Um,
Mm.
we've just killed the interview with the Black Panther. Big shout out to the
Yes.
brother. He showed
Mm.
us a lot of love over the past few weeks. I've mentioned it on this show, and yeah, we just done an interview with him. We're going to be releasing it soon as our editor's done. Making it look good, putting the
Yeah.
bling on it, and all of the good stuff that he does for the channel.
Mm.
And we do a show called Dust Up Shakedown. I do that with
Yeah.
Nas every
Yeah. With
Wednesday.
now.
CFC OG, my Chelsea brother.
Big
Yeah, I
up
was.
CFCOG.
Yeah, man.
That's our brother, man.
What I
That's
mean,
our
I was
brother.
killing him today when I said to him that, oh, Todd Bowley, he said he's pulling back from doing the Chelsea work. I said, no,
CFCOG, he doesn't
bro,
want to talk about
stay there,
Chelsea
Todd,
Football Club
man.
again.
You know what I mean? You
He
was doing a
doesn't want
good
to.
job. You was
He
doing a
doesn't
good
want
job,
to talk
Todd.
about Chelsea Football
Um,
Club again. He's tired. He's tired. I was talking to him the other day. He was like, "Man, I just want to do shows with Ola right now."
you know what I mean? Yeah, man. But I just want to concentrate on MMA, man. I don't like football though, but not this season. So we got Dust Up Shakedown going on the Fight Week show. So please,
I'm
please,
telling you, man.
go and
CFCOG,
check out some of our
that's our
content on
brother,
there.
man.
Go and check out some of our content on there. Go and show it some love. And yeah, we got more stuff coming up. We got a watch along coming up this weekend with Nas doing it for Kai Kara France fighting this weekend. So yeah, we got a lot coming up, man. And stay tuned. We're going to be bringing more champions, more fighters, more professionals to our watch
Mm.
alongs as well, man. So every single bit of content that we've put on there, go and check it out. Go and subscribe to it. Go and give it some like. Go show it some love. That's all I can say.
Yeah, guys, yeah. Most of the guys that would watch it later on in Africa, part of America, see, yeah, go and subscribe to Ola's The Fight Week channel. Yeah, you see, you just have to. He's part of our show. He loves us down here. We love him down there too in the show at the Fight Week. Just gonna show some love to our big brother Ola of the Fight Week show. Mr. Conde, big ups to you, man.
Thank you very
And
much, my bro.
thanks for chopping it up with us. And hopefully,
Always.
me and you will do something for the summer. Of course, we'll have a little break, but later on, if it depends on you, and if you would like to do something,
Don't worry,
it would
man.
be
We'll
nice
put
for us to
something.
do.
We'll put something together, Tony, man. Don't worry, man. Don't
Yeah, we'll
worry. You
put
know what I
something
mean?
together.
We'll
At
put
least
something together.
let's track these guys in the transfer window. Let's track them. Let's track them. Let's push these guys to go do something in the summer and get players in. Ola. Let's do this, man. So probably in the summer, me and you put up something and see what's up, how they're doing in the transfer window. So we'll put something up. And of course, I would like to come to your channel one of these days and do a watch along with you,
Yeah,
and
man.
the other guys, man. Because
Bro,
I talk boxing and I talk UFC, but I'm more into boxing more.
yeah. I mean, I like the whole Errol Spence and Crawford news that's just came out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
That's a
was I
big
was
one,
talking
man.
about
That's
that
a big
today.
one, man.
But boy, what took them so long, bro? That's the
Took them
question,
so
man.
long.
What took them so
Them so
long?
long. For me, Crawford is he's the best pound for pound fighter for me right now.
Mm.
He's the
Yeah.
best pound for pound
Uh,
fighter.
I, I,
Before
I,
it
I,
was
I'll
Canelo,
lean.
but Canelo has been outsmarted, by
I'll
people.
lean towards Javante Davis, man. But there you go. That's just me.
That's a big shout. But again, if he goes up, in weight and all those things, then he might have
I
to
mean,
fight
is
genuine contenders. I don't see him outboxing Crawford if he does go up in weight and all that stuff. I don't really think so. But again, bro, Crawford, man, he will make you he'll make you beg for your life, man. Uh, Javante, Javante still takes punches. Yeah, he takes punches, but he's good at withstanding the traumatic experiences of those punches. But I don't know when he faces real guys with big hearts. That can also take a punch. But
mm,
can he withstand them? That's a big question you have to ask yourself too. Because he too, as much as he gives those punches, he takes a lot of punches too.
oh yeah,
Mm, mm.
gotcha.
But let's see, man. Ola, I would need to have you on. See, let's do some boxing stuff
Yeah, man.
when you
We'll
when you
put
freed
something.
up, man.
Yeah, man, we'll put something together, especially when that fight comes along, and some of these top boxing fights when they come
Mhm.
along. We definitely have to do like a watch along on it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah.
speak with Naz. Me, Naz, and you will put something together on the boxing watch along.
Yeah,
Definitely.
in the boxing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Then that'll be good. That'll be good.
Yeah, man.
Because even me and this guy has done, me and Nas, we've done lots of boxing stuff on his channel,
Yeah,
lots of time. All
yeah,
right,
man.
man.
No
Big ups to
worries.
you, Ola. Big ups to the
Thank you very
family.
much for having
And
me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Big ups, everyone. Join us tomorrow, MCFC Daps. He blesses this channel tomorrow, 7 p.m. Join us. Take care. Peace out. And we out.
We out.